Hey guys, welcome back to Gardening in Cold Spring Harbor. Again, we are in Long Island, New York, Zone 7A. Right now, we are in the first week of February 2023. And for many of us, including myself, it is still a bit too early to start planting seeds, flowers, herbs, trees, etc. However, it is never too early to start thinking, shopping for seeds, for seeding essentials and supplies, and to always plan ahead. So, since again, it is still a bit too early for me to start planting in my gardens, I thought this would be a perfect chance to show you guys some of the fertilizers that I use in my gardens and inside my home for my indoor plants, which I find to be the best, the most successful, and natural, and most importantly, organic. So come with me and let me show you exactly which products, which organic, natural fertilizers I purchase and I choose to use on my trees, flowering bushes, spring bulbs, summer flower bulbs, my herb garden, my vegetable garden, and even on my citrus trees. So come and let's take a look. Well, here are some of the fertilizers that I use, not only in my garden areas, but also inside my home for my indoor plants. As you could see, they're all organic. And not only that, you probably can also see that they're all made and produced by the same company brand called ESPOMA Organic. So I want to go one by one, show it to you guys, and tell you exactly where I use each one of these gorgeous, beautiful fertilizers. As you could see, when you purchase ESPOMA Organics, the name on the bag kind of says it all. So this is an example. So this is called the berry tone. And it says right below that it's meant for fruits and berries, such as strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries. Here it also tells you that it's a long-lasting, slow-release fertilizer, and ideal for all blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries. So this bag is 4 pounds. It comes, you can reseal each one of these bags, and in the back it tells you the exact instructions on how to apply this fertilizer for new plantings, what to do for established plants, what to do if your plants are in garden beds, or if you have potted plants. So the next one is also an ESPOMA Organic. It is called the Tree Tone. Well, this bag is actually pretty empty because I've been using this quite a lot, this particular fertilizer. It says that it's for fruit and shade trees. Again, it tells you that it's all natural, long-lasting, ideal for fruit trees, shade trees, and ornamental trees. It is once again a 4-pound bag. And in the back, it gives you directions that you have to use 1 pound for 3 cups. And it even tells you how much to apply depending on the trunk diameter of your trees. Again, how much for when to feed established trees, how much to feed them, how to apply it, and what to do with larger trees. So next, you guys, we have the organic bulb tone, which I buy quite often. Like this bag is still sealed, for example, but it is meant for bulbs and flowers, ideal for spring and fall bulbs, such as tulips, daffodils, iris, and gladioli. In the back, once again, it tells you what to do with new plantings, individual bulbs, row plantings, established plants, and it even gives you a whole list of bulbs which will benefit from using this particular fertilizer. So your daffodils, your hyacinths, your iris, your snowdrops, your narcissus, gladioli, dahlias, conus, tulips, crocus, basically you name it. I always apply this specific fertilizer in the fall when I plant new spring bulbs, flower bulbs. I make my holes. I sprinkle some of this fertilizer into the hole, put my bulb in, and then sprinkle a little bit on top once I covered the bulb with the soil. I also use this in the spring when the bulbs come up, and when they get tall enough, I sprinkle just a bit on the soil and then I water it to give that little extra boost to my flowering bulbs. And I also use this in the spring when I'm starting to plant my summer flowering bulbs, such as gladioli. This is also very perfect for that. Again, I make the hole, sprinkle some fertilizer into the hole, place the bulb, cover the bulb with the soil, and then sprinkle a little more just on top, and then water it. So next we have the organic garden tone. It is for herb and vegetables. It says used for organic gardening. Here it says that it's ideal for all herbs and vegetables. It's once again made by ESPOMA. This one is a little larger. It is 8-pound bag. Once again, gives you very clear instructions in the bag. And the bag, of course, is totally resealable. So once you open, you can seal it right back up. So here I decided to pop one of these bags open because I wanted to show you what exactly this fertilizer, looks like inside. As you could see, it looks like smaller size, grayish, dark grayish granules. So next is our organic plant tone. Again, the picture speaks 1,000 words. It is, again, organic. It is, meant for vegetables, trees, and shrubs. I like to put this one particular on my flowers, such as my sunflowers, such as my daylilies, my marigolds, my English daisies. So this bag is also a bit larger. It's an 8-pound bag. Again, there are very clear instructions on use in the bag. Next, we have the citrus tone, which is citrus and avocado food, ideal for citrus, fruit, and nut trees. Please note that these guys are slow release fertilizers. This is why it says it's a long lasting. So I use these on my indoor citrus plants. I have a lime tree, navel orange tree, and a Meyer lemon tree inside. Also have a red ruby grapefruit tree. I will show you all of my citrus trees in the future videos, but I used this guy when I was planting these trees, replanting them per se, into larger pots, So I added the soil to the bottom of the pot. I added the citrus stone, diligently mixed it in with the soil, placed my tree into the soil fertilizer mixture, covered it with more soil, and then sprinkled some fertilizer on top and watered my citrus plants. Next is probably one of my favorites. It is the ESPOMA Organic Tomato Tone. It is a tomato and vegetable food. It is enriched with calcium. It is meant for all tomato varieties and vegetables. This bag is way larger. This bag is 18 pounds. It is a tall, oh, it's a heavier bag. I use this guy on all of my tomatoes throughout the growing season. So I prefer to use this one once I transplant my tomato seedlings outside into my garden beds. And I use this to fertilize them, to promote more growth, to promote larger tomato sizes, and of course, to support my plants throughout the heat, potentially some drought in the summer. And I have to tell you guys, this organic fertilizer does miracles for me here in Zone 7A. My tomato plants, some of them reached more than 6-7 feet in height and produced huge heirloom tomatoes. Some were probably larger than my whole hand size. I'll try to attach some pictures of my tomatoes that I have from last year. And there were so many tomatoes. There was quite an abundance, you guys. I did not know what to do with them. We ate them. My husband ate them. My kids ate them. My mom ate them. We gave some to our neighbors. My husband gave some to his colleagues. And we still had them growing and producing all the way through early to mid fall, you guys. So this guy is my lifesaver when it comes to growing my tomatoes. So I definitely guarantee this one, you guys. Next, you guys, we have a 1 cubic foot bag of ESPOMA Organic Land and Sea Gourmet Compost. So this, you guys, is made basically using lobster and crab meals, and of course other nutrients. But this guy I always add into my garden bed soil right before I transplant my seedlings, or before I add the seeds, sow the seeds directly into the soil. So what I do is I rake out the soil, till the soil a bit, add this beautiful compost, rake up everything together, mix it in kind of, and then I start to add my seeds or my seedlings or even my plants. Then when the growing season is over, say in the late summer, early fall, when I pull all the roots, the old roots and the dead plants out of the dirt, I prepare my garden beds for fall winter season. So what I do is, again, I rake out all the debris, get rid of all the leaves, the weeds, the remaining roots, anything that's left. I add this guy, this beautiful compost, organic compost, on top of the soil. Again, I rake everything in with the dirt, and basically I top the top of my garden beds, raised garden beds, with mulch. This is exactly how I prepare my garden beds for the next growing season. The back of this bag tells you all the ingredients. It tells you how many bags you will need depending on the depth and the square footage that you want to cover. Again, it tells you what to do with new garden beds, what to do with tree shrubs, and what to do with established plants. And last, but for sure not least, you guys, this is my go-get starter plant food for everything, you guys. It basically promotes bigger blooms, roots. It is used when planting anything and everything in your home, whether it's indoors or outdoors, whether you're planting trees, bushes, shrubs, flowers, vegetables. Look, even when you're transplanting flowers or plants, as the picture is showing you, it is basically called organic biotone starter plant food. I use this when I'm planting anything and everything. We planted a cherry blossom tree recently. I put this right into the soil prior to planting the tree. We planted some molly butterfly bushes last season. I used this guy again right before I put the bush into the ground. We replanted a few of our hydrangea bushes just recently this past year. Once again, you guys, I put this biotone starter directly into the soil, then placed the bushes. This will help plants boost their root systems. Or if you're transplanting and you know that your plants will go through tremendous stress, being, potentially having their roots slightly damaged, potentially having their branches broken, potentially, it being not exactly during the right transplant season, well, this guy, my friends, will help your plants do way, way better in the soil. So this is worth every single penny, you guys. And once again, it tells you exactly what the component, excuse me, this bag decided to get closer to me. Well, it tells you that this bag is roughly 18 pounds. Here's the breakdown of all the ingredients, directions for use, and how exactly to use it, considering, of course, your circumstances and the size of your garden and the size of your plants, etc. So this is very, very clear, very neat, handy instructions for you guys to follow. So this is it, you guys, for this video. I shared with you all of the fertilizers that I personally respect, love, and choose to use in my garden every single growing season, between growing seasons, for my indoor plants, my outdoor plants, my trees, my bushes, my herbs, my vegetables, my bulbs, even my berries, you guys. I love the ESPOMA brand. I have very high regard and respect for this brand. Why? Because not only is it natural and organic, and I want to make sure that I and my family only eats organic produce, especially when it comes from my garden. And I'm sure you guys all try to do the best for your families as well. And not only that, these fertilizers have shown results for me here in my garden in Zone 7A, Long Island, New York. I have seen tremendous results when using this brand of fertilizers, and I hence will continue to use them going forward, including starting this spring season. I will be using them again. And I just remembered that there is one more ESPOMA fertilizer that I use on my azalea bushes and also on my hydrangea bushes. And currently I do not have them in my garden shed because I ran out of them. But one is called Organic ESPOMA Azalea Food, and the other one called ESPOMA Organic Hydrangea Food. It is meant to lower the pH level of the soil, hence turning your hydrangeas a deeper, brighter blue color. And they also fertilizes the root system of your hydrangeas to help it get bigger, bushier, thicker, and to have more abundance of larger, bigger blooms. So I love to use those two as well, and hopefully I'll buy some more in the near future, and I'll share those, I'll show them to you guys as well. But for now, I think you've seen plenty of my fertilizers, and there is one more fertilizer that I just purchased, and I plan to use this in my new south side garden when planting my watermelons, cantaloupes, and my pumpkins, as those guys have ginormous large root systems. And you may have heard the term heavy feeders. So some plants are considered, some vegetables are considered heavy feeders, which means that they require a lot more fertilizer than probably majority of your other plants. So here I decided to go and pick up this, the ESPOMA Organic Chicken Manure Granules. So it's dehydrated, granulated, and it's meant for flowers, vegetables, trees, and shrubs. I can't wait to try this guy out. But again, if you guys are trying to feed your veggies and plants which are not heavy feeders, I would suggest using some of the other fertilizers that I showed you in this video, such as the Garden Tone for your peppers, for your eggplants, for your zucchinis, the Tomato Tone, of course, for your tomatoes. But if you guys are growing corn, sunflowers, watermelons, melons, pumpkins, this is what I suggest you guys use, because I have heard miracle results by using this product. I heard that people's watermelons got so huge, their cantaloupes got so sweet and large and ripe just by applying this into their garden beds. So we'll see. I hope that the smell won't get, too much for my family and hopefully not for my neighbors, but I will definitely try this fertilizer, because I do want to see some great results with my new garden, just like I've seen it with my old raised bed garden. So thank you for watching this video, you guys. If you liked it, please click thumbs up, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and of course, please leave your comments. Tell me what fertilizers you guys use, what brand. Do you use organic? Do you prefer maybe to use natural fertilizers such as chicken manure, cow manure, you name it? Do you make your own compost, you guys? Is that something you choose to do? Do you use regular fertilizers such as Miracle Grow that maybe you purchase from Home Depot or your local Ace store or your local Lowe's store? How often do you apply this fertilizer? And what results do your fertilizers give you in your gardens? I cannot wait to read your comments, and I will respond to each and every comment. And I'll see you guys in the next video in Gardening with Cold Spring Harbor. Have a great week, you guys. Bye.